Hi, Jeffrey Langlois, Langlois Vital Nutrition Center. This is very exciting, actually. Every 2 weeks we have a staff meeting from 8 o'clock to 9 o'clock in the morning. And my favorite part of the whole meeting is our client success reports or stories. So we go over the amazing, so what you don't know as a health enthusiast or somebody that wants to improve their health, has a health challenge, a health problem, you don't know what we know on the inside, which is all the amazing successes that people have with seemingly issues that they didn't know there was answers for. So we're now recording those at our staff meetings, and we're going to be releasing those so you can listen to our reports. It's usually about 10-15 minutes long, and you'll get to hear us talking about whatever's going on with our clients. And this is just a brief snip, otherwise we'd go on for hours, but some of the highlights of our last 2 weeks of seeing people. So enjoy. You'll be hearing these on a regular, you'll be getting these on a regular basis, and they're really, it's most, I love it because it's why we do this here. And so enjoy, and remember, your health is your wealth, and I'll see you in the next video. So okay, so keep going, Stephanie.
Okay. So then I'm going to switch over to Angie.
Okay.
So there's Tom D. He's feeling much better.
Okay.
Has more energy.
I know who he is. Yeah.
Mm-hmm,
yep.
mm-hmm.
And his program's smaller.
Yes.
A lot smaller.
Yes. Yep.
Which he's really stoked about because he's half the supplements.
Yeah, I think everyone that's seen Angie is so grateful and thankful that she's cutting their programs down tremendously. So
because we're working on mitochondria, which means when you work on mitochondria, you're working on the entire body. So you're not just working on the heart or the liver or the kidney, but you're working on everything. So yes. Okay. Tom. Yeah, Tom D. Yep.
And then Joanne B. She also feels much better.
Oh, awesome. Wow. Joanne's been with us for, well, I know since you've been, so I'm going to say 15 years I've known Joanne. And so that's great to hear. Wow.
Yeah.
She actually just lost her friend to a fall. And she was worried about herself. I'm like, with you being nourished, you're less like you shouldn't break your neck from a fall. That's very, very good.
Her friend died.
Yeah, from her neck broke from a fall.
Whoa.
That's extreme malnourishment.
Yeah, that's just the bones are the body just keeps pulling all the minerals out of the bones into the bloodstream. Got to remember, everybody, the blood is always wanting to be healthy. That's why testing blood is only great. It really only going to show things that are really bad and diseases. So the body will kill everything else to keep healthy blood. That's why we keep shrinking as we get older, but we keep going to the doctor, and the doctor keeps saying our blood work is fine, our blood work is fine. Well, if your blood work was fine, you wouldn't be shrinking. That's not fine health. So you're shrinking because the body keeps withdrawing those minerals from your bones and putting it in your blood, because your body says, I don't need my bones right now. I can live today without my bones, but I can't live without my heart. And my heart needs electrolytes, and that's calcium, magnesium, sodium, potassium, zinc. Copper is a huge electrolyte. What's all your wiring in your house? Copper wires. Why? Because it conducts electricity. That's why copper is so essential for the mitochondria. But it's going to keep withdrawing it from the bones, but they don't test that. So that's why we test the hair. It'd be cool if we could take needles and dig into the bone, but that would probably really hurt. So we test hair, and we have a good idea when the hair is keeping its minerals, then we know the bones are probably keeping their minerals as well. But that's what you were talking about, Joanne's friend.
Yeah, just reassured her that nourishing.
Right. And looking at your hair test, so making sure that your minerals don't keep dropping as you get older, that you keep your minerals up in the hair. That's your what we call a proxy. That's like your substitute bone tissue test. It's fine to do a bone density test, but yeah, okay. So that's a great point. Thanks, Brandon.
And then Chris K.
Oh, okay.
I feel like this is huge. She can actually go out to eat and not come home and have to vomit.
Whoa, Chris, that's awesome.
Yeah. I was like, oh, how horrible.
Because she could never go out of the house really to eat at all. And I mean, and she's, how old is she? 70
something. Yeah.
Middle. Wow, that's awesome. So she can go out, so her digestion's working better.
Yes. Yep. So all those people that have digestive issues, there's hope.
Right. Oh, absolutely. Right? Yeah. Pam D and Joe D, but had stomach issues. There's somebody that can't take a lot of supplements, so we usually have her on one or two things. But the real thing that was messing up her digestion the most was her scars. When people get cut, especially across the midline here, the brain is always communicating on the nervous system. And when we get cut, that scar tissue literally stops the communication because there's no, the nerves actually will reconnect and regrow, but not when there's been a lot of scar tissue. So the big helper for her was castor oil, rubbing castor oil into her scar over and over, and that actually opened up her stomach. So the products, all the digestive products, they'd work, I'm just going to say 10 or 20%, but they weren't really getting at the cause. And then when he found out from the surgery she had in the big cuts from the breast cancer, the breast removal, then once we worked on the scar, then her digestion was a lot better. The famous castor oil.
I'm guessing the castor oil was a Stephanie special.
Stephanie has 10x'd our castor oil sales.
Yeah.
And they're actually going to be coming out with that in a glass, I don't know why, in a glass jar.
Yes.
It pulls so bad. It's such a strong puller. It's not supposed to be in plastic.
Yeah.
They just said it's not supposed to be in plastic because it pulls so much.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Another thing you could try internally, just a thought, is enzyme therapy. So just like taking a ton of chewable enzymes to break down like internal scar tissue.
That works?
Well, I've heard it does. It breaks down like scar tissues and
so that's protease. That's protease.
Yep. Yeah, like I always suggest like papaya enzyme because they're like affordable and you can down like 10 of them at once on an empty stomach, but it has to be on an empty stomach if you're doing it for stuff like that, not digestion.
Right. Yep.
Okay.
Cool.
And then last one is Debbie L. She is no longer getting up 2 to 3 times a night to poop.
Wow. I'm sorry, to what?
To poop.
That's what I thought you said.
Yeah.
I was expecting you to say to go pee, and then I think she said poop.
Yes.
Getting up in the middle of the night to poop.
2 or 3 times.
Wow.
Yeah. Yep.
And that's stopped.
Yep.
Woohoo! That's amazing. All right, Heather, what do you got? Any?
Sorry, Dave's running the coffee maker right behind me right now.
We can't hear it.
We can't? Okay, good.
So wait, are you inviting us over for coffee?
Want to come get a cup of coffee?
Oh, all right. 10
but
minutes, I'll be there.
He does like the bulletproof creamer, so that might be too much fat for some people, but he likes bulletproof creamer. So, okay, I have Debbie W, who is in this week, and she's in her 3rd week of maintenance with Chirothin program. And she's lost over 25 pounds, and she's continuing to lose weight. She's doing great. It has helped with her knee pain, back pain. interestingly, unrelated to, so she's been a great success. Her daughter is doing some schooling, and she recently had some facial injections, and she did have a reaction to those. So just an FYI, not recommended. And she's having a hard time.
The mom had the facial injection.
Yep,
like
yep.
Botox.
Yes, like fillers and stuff. And it created like a cystic-like reaction under her skin. You can't see much of it topically, but it's there. And interestingly, she did go on a course of steroids. That did not impact her weight loss. She continued to lose weight in the maintenance program despite taking the steroid therapy.
Wow.
But the steroid therapy did not help the little cysts. So they're just going to probably have to, it's like an immune reaction from having that foreign substance put in her skin.
Mustard oil.
Send her in to see Heather or me.
What?
Is Heather.
Oh, I mean, send her in to see Angie or me.
Yeah, she was going to give it exactly a little bit of time, and I think she was a Drew. I can't remember if she was a Drew client. So we do need to get her fit back in, like where she transitioned from prior to chiropractic.
He said she's
already seen Angie.
She's seeing Angie.
Angie, okay, good. I couldn't remember if she switched over to her or not. Okay, great. Yep, great.
I was gonna say the cysts are your body like encapsulating the toxin to protect itself.
So again, the body wants healthy blood. Poison in the body, it's got to get it out of the blood because we got to keep that heart beating 100,000 times a day. So it's going to sequester. That's why kids, when they get that they drink lead in the water. It really only stays in the blood, I've heard, up to 2 weeks. After 2 weeks, it's gone. Well, where did it go? Either if they're healthy, they'll eliminate it, but otherwise it goes in the brain, and then the kids have learning disabilities and intelligence issues because they have the lead poisoning. It goes in the brain. It goes in the fat. Body's got to get it out of the blood, and really it doesn't want it in the muscle, any muscle. The heart's a muscle. Muscle has to function, but fat can just lay there. So one of the theories of people getting fatter and fatter, they're just more toxic, and the body's like, I got to store the poison somewhere, and it just keeps putting it into fat. Okay. So, but then the chiropractor.
So I'll have to touch base with Angie about her and just fill her in on that, because she does want to do another round of chiropractic.
Yeah.
So she's had tremendous success and wants to keep pursuing that.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Jill P came in. She is a hormone client, and she's just been managing some menopausal symptoms. She's had a significant reduction in headaches, which has been fantastic, and a significant increase in energy, which has been fantastic over the last several months.
Awesome.
With her supplement plan. And those are two really, really good ones. I do have a couple more. How many do you want?
Give us more, yeah.
Sam has lost 5 pounds in 5 days, and she is super excited about the program. She's already had a significant drop in weight in just the first few days, which tells me that something in her everyday diet is probably driving significant inflammation. And, whether that be grains, dairy, whatever, we'll try to help her figure it out at the end of the program. And for the 5 pounds she's lost, her husband has gained 3. So he's like, I hate you doing the program because things just seem to be coming off her and being transferred to him. And he hasn't been that excited about his health and wellness. So she's hoping that this will spill over and impact him. And those are some good ones. I have a couple other hormone clients that are completing Dutch collections. I had one who missed it last month, so she had to wait for this month. Sometimes if you're a cycling female, you have to collect on certain days. So I'm excited for her. I do believe she's going to come back in the high androgen PCOS world, and some of the things that we've already been doing for her. Saw palmetto, and she has a physician that's got her on an additional Supplement have already been having an impact on some of the complaints she's been having. So I think that these Dutch results are just going to confirm that we're going down the right path.
Awesome. Fabulous. All right. Well, thank you, everybody. That's very exciting. And what? Oh, Maria. Yeah, sorry.
All right. So, Barbara, I've been working with her for about 4 months, and originally she just wanted some information on bone health. So we did that, and then since then we've been just working in general on her health and adjusting supplements, talking about food and things like that. And she told me yesterday that every day, like around lunchtime, she usually lays down for a nap and sleeps. And now, just because she's in the habit of it, she goes to lay down, but she doesn't need to sleep. So her like energy and fatigue is getting a lot better. And then Lynn yesterday also said she is overall feeling a lot better, and that she's really proud of like how she's been eating and everything. We're kind of like narrowing things down with her sleep apnea and her heart issues and things like that. So she's on the right track. Both of them like their supplements and where they're headed. So really good things there happening.
Cool. What's her first name?
Lynn.
Lynn. Okay. Did you see her yesterday?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I saw her. I know who she is. Awesome. Well, great job. All right.